Welcome back to the channel. I'm Oliver Phil, and here at the Delaware County Antique Farm Machinery Association. We go by the Delaware County Tractor Club's display here at the Delaware County Fair. And it's kind of a nice display we have here, kind of a hidden gem. Got a lot of different sponsors, and we always try to get more, can never have too many. Just a quick look here, we got a display building, and there's another sponsor from Steiner. They give us catalogs and stickers and crayons, and got small farm toy displays, all kinds of different things in here, and also keep a lot of our gear in here for the tractor games and shuttle stuff. I was going to show you guys a little bit of the tractors and then see if we can't dyno our little new to us tractor, which I'll show you momentarily. I call it the wife's tractor. So we got a nice 806 here, which I think in an earlier video we were dynoing. It's a friend's tractor. There's a different something different for everybody to see. Different garden tractors, a couple Cub Cadets, even a newer one. Even that one's not new anymore. 129, I have a 128. A couple old wheel horses. One with a plow, sleeve hitch. There's a 582, which I got one of those too. There's a Case 195. Looks good, another wheel horse. Here's another neat piece. It's a homemade, these three here are homemade. Here's a homemade delivery truck built out of a gator. Pretty good detail. And they got a nice 730 on the back. Here we have a 4020. Little mock-up here. Pretty nice. Little hay wagon behind it. An 830 diesel. And there's one of our shuttles we run. Come over here, we got, as some of you are familiar with already, the A4T 1600, which Andy, Ohio MM, and I have been working on. This one we just put decals on. So check out his videos if you haven't seen it, Andy, Ohio MM, 1970. So this has been a nice project, and definitely, what do you say, costly. But that seems like everything now. Got Farmo F14, Fordson Major. Nice Super MTA. I'll get an account when we're done. Super C, Farmall, Super M. It's always nice to pretend it's sucking in the competition. You get it just right, that'll go around in the bowl. Got a Farmall 450 diesel. Always like to see these. The mighty 4010. It's always quite a few John Deeres. This is a nice 520. Nice John Deere 70, I think. Another M. It was pulling. There's a Super C. And new to me and the wife, I call this the wife's tractor. It is hers. She wanted one to put around in. And this is something she always liked with Coltivision, where she sat off to the side. We have not had this very long, maybe a month, but has wheel weights all the way around, decent rubber. I've done brake return springs. I added both seats. Got twin seats, one for her, one for me. Toolboxes underneath, got PTO shield, added a wide swinging drawbar that actually works. Most of those are gone. And also the drawbar only fits this tractor. These are actually fairly rare. Only about 1,500 BNs were ever made. And I've seen a lot of them scrapped, so that doesn't leave a lot left to be had. About a 20 horse tractor, but put a battery box on it, a new battery, and I will finish the charging system, which I'll do a video on, show you guys how I'm going to convert this to 12 volts. Currently it has a 12 volt battery, and the starter doesn't care, but I went through it. I'll show you guys what I'm going to use as my alternator, and I'll finish wiring up gauges and lights. So I'll do a video on that, but this is the new tractor to us. It's my wife's tractor. It's the only way I can add another one to the fleet. So we'll get this hooked to the dyno here in a minute is my goal. And so stay tuned to the end of the video. I'll try to dyno this. Again, I think it's only about 20 horse, but still be cool because I haven't dynoed it yet, and there's one here and available, and I don't have to get the one out at home. So carrying on, I got another Super H cub, quite a few cubs. Another H. A really great display, and like I said, I'm gonna show you guys the dyno, and then I will have a count on how many tractors are here. Here's a nice little 420S. I think this is a more rare tractor. Don't see too many of them. So we got Silver King. It's always great to see those. Very fast tractors. John Deere B next to a newer B. And here's my beast, 1750 Special, you guys have seen. Plow Day. We'll do another plow day with it this year. Got a 656 gas. This is a really nice tractor too. I think those are great horsepower ranges. This one's hooked to a nice restored New Idea manure spreader, and probably looks better than it ever did when it was new. Got a double row here, but here is why we're on the end. We got another M, and we got a W series, which these are always fun to sit on. A lot of weight, and I believe this one was pulled at the tractor pulls as well. Right behind my 1750 is a 1855 Oliver, which you guys have seen. If you haven't seen my earlier videos, we're out plowing with this, and we went through the 3-speed and wiring harness, many different things. If you guys want to check, there's videos of that. Got another F12 here. That John Deere B is pulling a 2-bottom here. GVI Moline. I don't know as much about these. What I know is what I've learned over the years or from Andy. Here's another G. Big 830 diesel, Schultz family. Always fun to see pull. 2-bottom. Another little cub. Here's that dyno we'll use here shortly. There's another BN. See, they put the 1-wire Delco on there. I thought about doing that, but I'm gonna go with a more compact version, I think. Got a little belt tension action that could go on here. But just another example of the BN. And it does have a wide swinging drawbar, single seat, no PTO shield or belt pulley, but it's there. Got the old rear engine Alice. I don't remember the weird number on this one, but neat enough to see, not enough for me to own. But a lot of attachments you can do with this. I mean, cultivating was probably what it's best known for. Leave a comment if you have another opinion on that. 300 Utility used to have one of these. You guys probably saw a video. If not, I had a video where I repaired the bolt that holds the rear hub on this one. And he's doing well and had no issues since. We got, I think, a 60 John Deere, and we like them in all their different colors, whether it's natural rust, restoration quality, or even if you tow it in, I don't care. There's never a shortage of tractors or Deeres here. And again, we accept all colors. Even the ones that it's hard to tell what color it ever was. Case, another Cub. All these are equally hard to maintain and operate and own in their own way. So I don't claim that any of them's easier than the other than the smaller they are, it seems a little easier to move around. Tow. Got a nice BF Avery. I think this is a Model R. Oh, yep, Model R, high torque, whatever that means. But I really do like this Fordson Major. You guys saw the other side here, but 1954 Fordson Major out of Radnor, Ohio. And he sometimes pulls a shuttle. It's pretty nice. Again, probably nicer than it was when it was new. Got another 105 here. Case 442 and the mighty Maytag washing machine with the Maytag engine. Got some walk-behind tractors here we call the Gravely. Another wheel horse. 72 Cub Cadet, 110, and a 169. Kind of looks like it has mechanical front wheel assist, but it doesn't. Pulling a 1 bottom. Got plenty of hit and miss engines, more Maytag engines. A lot of them we've been running, most of them usually. Water pumps. Of course, you always got to make ice cream. Here's a Farmall 450 belted to a mill, which we always bring ear corn for demonstrations. Always something that we could belt to. Does a good job. So now we got another H parked next to a 560. Most of these tractors still get used. A lot of them barn queens, but that's all right. Ferguson 150. Alice Chalmers. It's for sale. Another H, M. Remember, it's leaking. That's how you know it's got fluid in it. Another Cub. Another H. Big mighty Case. And you guys, depending on if you've watched my videos or other ones, this self-propelled combine was at the Half Century Progress show and now has made it back here to the fair as well, and it's getting around for sure. It's really nice, and it's a 141 with a corn head, and there hasn't been too many of those. Got a really nice 230. Here is another BN, wheel weights all the way around. See a different decal here, Cultivision, where you sit off to the side. Good rubber. And it has twin seats. Very similar to ours, but wide swinging drawbar without the bar in the middle. No PTO shield, but no big deal. Just another variation. Here's a 140 belly mower. A very rare Kubota SSV 65. That is here on loan for us to use for unloading engines and equipment. Got the 350 here. Very nice. and another H guarding the back entrance here. Then we head down here to an A, a 70, a G, a couple G's I think. Got another M in there, a 60. Break off here and look at this big engine. I think this ran 2 or 3 wells at once. Probably ran off natural gas, I believe, and is currently being used off on propane. So is that one over there. So plenty to see here. Here's another G950 propane. Another Andy, Ohio MM tractor. Always looks nice. Sitting right next to his other propane U302, which I think you guys might have seen during plow day. If you haven't, again, check out his videos. Some of these have already been taken out. Here's another 60. W4, another H. I like those. Another friend 686. And here's a nice 1066 that was just in the weeds only a couple weeks ago and had been sitting for years. 560 Wheatland, followed by an MTA. All right, let's see if this thing is gonna start for us. We'll get the gas turned on here. Make sure she's out of gear. Get you set up here. Also, I checked the oil already. It's always important to do. See if she starts, no choke. Alrighty, let me get over to where we're going here and get you set up. All right, got the tractor all fired up here. Getting a little bit warm. We're gonna finish hooking it to the dyno here. All right, I'll go around here and we'll turn the PTO on. Okay, now we got that going. down here, this chart doesn't have one, but we can get close enough with a B. I gotta get, my dyno has the newer book, but if you go off a B, we have no load PTO is 605, which I'm pretty much right on that. Then loaded is gonna be 550. We always said 540, but 550. And on the gas, come over to 18 horsepower, 18.39, and I'm able to hold it at a good 19. So that's pretty good. I'll go show you that. So here we are. We're a hair higher, which I could back it down. Anyway, we're going to come down, bring her about to this brown line. Down to 20, she'll be a little bit below, about 500. But definitely a good 19. So I like it. I got a little bit of water trickling out, like I said. Ain't getting that hot enough. So that's about it. I wouldn't change that. Get the motor a little warm. Probably hasn't been worked like that in a long time, so it's not uncommon to see some gaskets seep. And yeah, we'll take it. I'll get this thing shut down here, let it cool off. Well, that went pretty well. Overall happy. I think we get it into the shop, do an oil change and do a service on it. We'll go ahead and adjust all the valves and we'll dyno it again. And I'll go through the carburetor as well. So we'll get it through the shop. Keep an eye out for that video. That'll be a good one. For those that haven't messed with too much of those. So let me get a count here and I'll let you guys know what we had here. All right, just real quick, this is what I come up with. We had about 81 tractors, 19 garden tractors, 8 plows, 1 manure spreader, 1 self-propelled combine, 23 engines, 1 hay wagon, 1 gravity wagon, 1 John Deere Gator made as a delivery truck, 1 washing machine Maytag with an engine, and 3 walk-behind tractors. And some stuff have already went home. So I'm pretty impressed with that, and that does not count any shellers or grist mills or hammer mills that we have here. So that's pretty impressive little section, because this is just a small section of the fair. So check us out sometimes. We appreciate it. We'll catch you on the next one.